Yeah. Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club. Put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody jacking me as soon as I stepped in.
Hey guys, so this is how my hair turned out. Look at that color. Ew, ew. And then I got my nails done. I just decided to go with a red color. So I'm currently not feeling very well. I'm very sure you can tell from my voice. It's very very rough. So I'm not feeling well, but we need to be consistent. We need to put out content out there. I think the babe's doing Vlogmas, and I'm like, every single day. Listen, for me, once a week is even, I'm still struggling. That babes are out here doing amazing stuff. Anyway, so I want to do some random questions that I saw online. I came across these questions online, and I was like, you know what, why don't I make this a video? Because most of them are basically questions like relationship status, best day of my life, childhood, career, like just things for you guys to get to know me better. So basically that's what I'm gonna be answering. They're just some random questions. Basically I just picked them online and I thought they will make a nice video. So the first question is the best day of my life. Best day of my life. Wow. Now this year has been crazy. But anyway, let me just answer the question before I nianze kukua deep papa. This has to be when I met my dad. Listen, I had not seen my dad for over 20 years. Now that I even say it out loud, it's crazy. So I met my dad this year after oh my god, I don't wanna start crying. I mean, nimanza tu video. I've just started this video. I don't wanna start crying. So I had not seen my dad for the longest time. Like I had even forgotten how he looks, because 20 years, like, people change and all that. And I'm so grateful that my family members are the ones who like reached out to find him, and then we finally got reunited. Listen, words cannot describe how happy I was to see my dad. Listen, you guys, I honestly don't want to cry. I don't want to cry, but it was the best feeling ever that a child could have. It was a good feeling. Let me just leave it out there. It was the best day of my life. I met my dad, we talked, it's a beautiful feeling. You know, kitambo I used to be like, God, yo, what happened to my dad? Because, you know, like it seems like my mom and my dad had their own issues. I don't really want to go into that. They had their own issues, they separated, and that's what happened. So basically that's that. And came to realize my dad wasn't actually the bad guy. My mom wasn't the bad guy. They just couldn't sit down and talk things out. But anyway, that was the best day of my life. The opposite question is basically what's day of my life. Now this thing's just zinafuatana. I met my dad, and then a few months later my mom passed. Yeah, my mom passed, and she wasn't feeling very well. She had cancer, and yeah, she had been undergoing treatment for the longest time. And you know, when I used to pray, I used to tell God, you know what, let your will be done, because it had reached a point like you're seeing this person is really suffering, like there's no progress, there's no nothing. And I just told God, let your will be done in her life, you know. And I'm grateful that she is in a place where there's no pain. Like, you know, she's out there looking down on us, and you know, whew, it has been crazy. And but then again, I feel like God made sure that there's one parent at least in my life and in my brother's life. If you don't know, I have a small brother. God just made sure that there's a parent in our lives. And you know, yeah, God's ways are very mysterious. And what's my turn on in a guy? Turn on in a guy. I like a guy who is very clean. A guy or a person, be it a guy or a babes. Someone who is very clean. Ooh, mimi na usafi. And then someone who is kind, someone who is just kind, who is nice to people, who is generous. That's a turn on. Another turn on a person is someone who just has an intellectual mind, someone you can sit down and exchange ideas, you know, like just you guys can brainstorm together. You can just, you know, like just an intellectual mind. That's my turn off. Turn off ni basically opposite ya mtu msafi ni mchafu. That's a turn off. So basically someone who's not tidy, someone who is rude, or someone who is just who's just doing the most, you know. When was my last breakup? Okay, nilikuwa nijibu hii swali. I feel like I set myself up on this one, but it's fine. I would have taken shots, but then again, we are not feeling very well. So anyway, my last breakup happened this year, February. Me and my ex had dated for 3 years. Yeah, and no one really cheated, or no one, you know, it's just one of those relationships that you just grow apart, and you know, there's just other things that make you guys to end up breaking up. But again, I feel like I don't have anything bad to say about my ex. Like, he was the best, he was amazing, he was kind. But then again, if a relationship doesn't work, it's good to just sit down as adults and be like, you know what, it's not working. We've had some good memories, but this and this is not working. So, you know, but this and this is not working. So, you know, yeah. So this year, it happened this year. What are my phobia? What am I afraid of? One is heights. But I went to Kerita Forest, and I think I kinda conquered that. Kidogo too. Oh, and then I hate insects. Listen, anything that crawls, cockroaches, oh god, even the thought of them just inafanya, it makes my my blood to just boil. So heights and insects. Childhood career. Listen, for the longest time when I was a kid, I wanted to be a journalist. I just wanted to be on the screen and, you know, present news. And I actually, after my high school, I actually started studying for journalism. And in the middle of it, I just got lost somewhere, and I ended up doing something different. I did business management not very long ago. So that's what I've done. Ever lost a loved one? Yes, I have. My mom. Near-death experience. Ooh. You guys remember, or basically, if you have not watched that video about my toxic ex, please go back and watch that, because I almost died on that relationship. I almost died. I'm not even gonna go into the details of it, but please just go and watch that video. What's my nickname? Funny enough, I don't have a nickname. I don't know. Can I say Helena? My name is Helen, so Helena. Nah, something like that. Yeah. What's my perfect idea of a perfect date? What's my idea? What's an idea of a perfect date? First of all, nature. I love nature. 2, there needs to be some good wine. I love wine. And then some good food, some good music, and the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's the point where I'm like, God, am I a stone? That leads me to my next question. What is my relationship status? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So my last breakup happened this year, so definitely I am still very single. There's no ring on that finger, so I am still very, very single. Ready to mingle. Men are just too much. They're just a work, but there's some good men out there. Anyway, so I'm single. Yeah. What is one of my insecurities? One of my insecurities. Now, one thing about me is my body is not evenly toned. So when I apply something like makeup, my face looks a bit brighter than, you know. So that's one of my biggest insecurities. Most traumatic experience, it has to be that one toxic ex. What I hate about myself. What I hate about myself. Hate is such a strong word. But anyway, one thing about me, I tend to overthink. I overthink a lot. One thing about me, I will overthink stuff. Like, it could just be something very, very small, but I will overthink a lot. Another thing that I hate about myself is overspending. Oof. Listen, I even spend money that I don't have. Oh my god, I just overspend. All right, the next question is what I love about myself. I love the fact that I do pray. One thing about me, anytime I am happy, anytime I am sad, I'm gonna pray. Like, I will pray about the stupidest thing that maybe to someone else it might be stupid, but one thing about me, I will pray. Another good thing I love about myself is I love exercising nowadays. I really take care of myself, and yeah, exercising. Like, I go to the gym, I work out, I eat properly, I drink a lot of water. So those are just some of the things that I love about me. Okay, next question. I think I've actually answered this one. 3 good habits about myself. Basically exercising, praying, drinking a lot of water. Yeah. What do I find attractive in other people? I like people who have a stand of their own. Like, not those kind of people who just go with the flow, or because majority of people are doing something, that's what now you're going to do. I like someone who has a mind of their own, someone who will, you know, not just flow with the flow. Period, honey. I also like people who are kind. People who are just kind, like, to anyone, maybe on the streets or in the restaurant, to like a waiter. Someone who's just kind. It's really attractive. Oh, and then another thing I find attractive in people is just people who have an intellectual mind. Oof. Listen, I went for this workshop and I spoke about this in the other video, just the video before this one now. Yeah, because I went for this workshop and it really changed the way I think, or it really changed the way I think about things and the way I see things. And it was such an amazing thing to just see women doing amazing, you know, spitting out facts and wisdom, and I was just there like, wow. Like, an intellectual mind, that is just something so attractive in people. The worst thing you could do to me is physically abuse me. Like, I feel like that's something that will shatter me. Like, that's something that will fuck me up good. So, but listen, I'm speaking from experience, because once it happens to you, you're just like in defense mode the last question is, what was your first ever sport? I don't really have a sport, but in high school I used to play football. A whole me used to play football, and people used to call me Drogba. Oh my god, like, but I used to love football and a bit of volleyball. So yeah, I think that answers that. So yeah, that's it for those questions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very sure you've known a thing or two about me. Yeah, that's basically it. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Again, remember to subscribe, like, comment, tell a friend, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.